Are you struggling to organize your products, your track data, or to just collaborate with your team effectively? Well, in this step-by-step guide is show you how to use the Airtable to supercharge your productivity. So first of all, the Airtable is more than just a spreadsheet. This one is an actual powerful database tool that combines the simplicity of the Excel with the flexibility of the product management platforms. So we can use it for tracking projects, managing inventory, event planning, and basically there's much more to come. Now, to get started, you have the link down below in the description so you can sign up totally for free, and you might be having access to a really great deal to get started as a free user. So let's start out with logged into your account. We can click into add a base when you have signed in, but not by first telling a little bit more about yourself. So this information is totally personal for you. So whether you are looking for make your data from moving to Airtable from Google Sheets, I select a specific sheet, for example, or just to leave this as it is, go for continue. I look out for an application, which in this case, let's go for YouTube videos. I can change the colors. Here's the icons. So basically that's totally depending on what you're actually looking for and how would you like to customize your Airtable. So now let's go for next. Product management, next, budget, programs, and project and tasks. So once you have added all these stuff that you think are going to be working for your working, the application is going to be generating your first spreadsheet. So we can choose from a pre-made template, or we can choose to start totally from scratch. So if you wanted to start from scratch, for example, let's say that here, this is the preview how it actually looks my application. Here, for example, here is my pages. Here's the budget. I have categories, I have expenses, I have programs, I have projects, tasks, and more things to come. Let's go directly into edit the application. I skipped this part and let's go for published, not now. And here I'm going to go back to home. Now back into home, let's go and look out for start with a template. Once again, here are all the templates that we can use to get started. For example, there's a product launch, there's a product tracker, use research, and much more. Let's try out with a product launch. And we have now the adding of the template. By just typing in all of the elements from the template should be imported in there. So what we can do is now to customize what we are actually seeing here into this spreadsheet. Now check out here. We have the views, the different views that we can change. For example, here it says we have the grid view, there's the calendar view, there's the Kanban, and I can click in the, and every time I add a new view, I can see how it actually is going to be looking. So I'm going to close this. Close once again. Cancel. Got it. There we go. So views, here is the goals. Here's the review goals. Here's the Kanban view. Let's go for create one. Here's the grid view. Choose the one that best suits for yourself and go for continue. Now, here is a quick overview of the Airtable interface. So basically, think of them as an individual sheets in a workbook. Into the upper side, we can see all the data that is going to be imported directly into our pages. The automations can be helping you to do triggers for most common tasks. For example, when this happens, then this happens. When the form is submitted, we can send a specific email for the person who made the form. So basically, this automation tool is going to be helping you to work less and think more. Now, if I click here into the interfaces, here have the different features of what we can do. We can check out activity feeds, we can check out our goals, depending on what are the elements that you chose to. Basically, this is just all the reportings that you see here directly into your elements. I'm going to go back to the home dashboard once again, and into the home dashboard we can see there are all the workspaces. Here is all my today's stuff, my templates, the marketplaces if you want to add more stuff, and basically that will be actually it. Now down here, I'm going to close this. We have the budgetings, there's programs, expenses, categories, project, tasks. All of these pages, these are made for me specifically, but if you want to, you can just select one table and delete it if you don't want to see it, or you think that this one actually is not going to be working for this project. So we're going to delete it, open a new tab, and let's say, for example, that this blank table is, for example, from a specific Google Sheet. And you can look out for a Google Sheet account. I can connect my Google account. In this case is the text expressed. Continue once again. Select edit, go for continue. And here's my Google Sheet account. Select it and select a spreadsheet would you like to use to get started. For example, I don't know, maybe the product bundle. Select them. And all of this information to be imported into a new table or into a specific table that you could just select it, for example, into the one that says categories. So here is categories, the total budgets, the budget, import, and there we go. So we can use the Airtable to customize as much information as you can possibly can. You can delete, you can update, you can add more budgeting, you can delete, connect more data, and if you wanted to, you can work with more than just one template. And here into the getting section of the getting started, you can see that is going to be helping us to making some progress. For example, creating your first table, setting up your first columns, filling into the rows, filter groups and sort, seeing things into another view, what we have done so far now, bring your team along here, automate repetitive tasks, and basically that will be actually it. To show this with your friends, with your collaboratives, I'm going to go for the upper side that says share, and we can invite people here from the email. We can create a specific link to send them directly in here, or we can show this as a public base link. I don't recommend this because there's a lot of information that is going to be quite sensitive. So in my case, I'm going to just disable this and invite my colleagues later into the future. But basically that's how we can add and customize filters. We can add more columns, we can check out the type, the fields, and much more stuff. And now that you have explored the views, now that you have checked out the integrations, now that you can import teammates into your work, now the last thing to do is to taking a step forward with the Airtable automation host. So it's setting up an automation to send an email notification whenever the task is marked as complete can be done into the automation tab. And basically that will be actually it using the Airtable, a really easy way to get started rather than just the basic plan of the Microsoft Excel, for example, or the Google Sheets. So you can also integrate this as you have said this with the Google Sheets. You can do this with Google Calendar, we can do this with Slack, we can do this with Zapier, and so much more workflows. So that's how you can use the Airtable to manage your product like an actual pro. So whether you are a solo entrepreneur or part of a large team, the Airtable adapts to your needs. So if you have a question, you can leave it down below in the comments to Element. Thank you so much for watching the video. And hopefully with all this being said, we can also use it to a broad new section of Express, guys. See you in the next video.